we have the ending of a game here between Cincinnati and Cleveland, which Cleveland needs for a variety of good reasons. It's coming down to the end. Share the screen here. And I think we're good. Screen shared. Okay. So it's a 9-point game. Cincinnati's coming in. 2 minutes left. Let's get this out here. Invite. Since he's trying to punch it in and make it interesting, any score will lead to the. There's a touchdown, so it's close. Let's see if we can get this up and out. And here's the onside. Two timeouts. And in Cincinnati gets it. So Cleveland, fighting for a playoff spot, does not get the onside kick. Cincinnati has the ball now, down 2, with a chance to take the lead here with 1:37 left. So we had a 1-score game, and then Cleveland threw a 70-yard bomb to Peoples-Jones to make it a 2-score game again. Now this onside gift of touchdown, this onside kick, obviously the touchdown made it 1-score again, and the onside kick puts it in Cincinnati's arms, and it's a incomplete pass on first down. As I search for my cards here, which are totally out of order, I usually have them organized, but Battle Royale has, and drafting it has caused them to move in all different directions. Okay, finally found the Cincinnati card. We'll check McPherson, who we know can kick with distance. Yeah, out to the 40s, 2 through 7, 11, 12. So 10 yards to go here on the 2nd and 10 before we can start talking about field goals. Blocking back formation in a shotgun leaves the linebacker as the only running option here. Cincinnati can do anything here at 2nd and 10. And you see the pass rush there. It's Myles Garrett working on Jonah Williams. That was a flat pass split of 27%, so it's higher than that. In a short pass situation, Cleveland showing blitz here. Long pass. Chase, he's sacked. So there's Garrett, 46% chance, gets him. Now 3rd and 18, back to the 42. So since he's sort of going for it all there, interestingly, let's see, on the 46 it was a 16, so it would have been a sack on a short pass, 2. The chances of a sack go up as you go from flat to short to long. So now 2 downs to get 18 yards. So we'll see how Cleveland plays its linebackers here. Keep them home, prevent a flat pass from getting in a short pass range, or use them to double. We've seen a lot of doubling here. You can see it's Mike Thomas on the field with Chase. Lots of injuries. Key injury for Cleveland, guard Joel Bitonio is out for most of the playoffs, 3 games. Defense takes a timeout here on 3rd and 18. Let's take a look during the timeout. We can take a peek at these injuries. Right there, an important loss for Cleveland, as Bitonio will pick up a 0-0 behind him. As the left guard, he'll face the high linebacker in 3-4 sets. So he's an important blocker, important piece of the puzzle. And of course can run block as well. So that's lost for Cleveland if they do make the playoffs here. And I believe they clinch with a win. I think it's up in the air with a loss. Looking good here on 3rd and 18. Telling his guys to avoid penalties if they can here. Cincinnati can draw them as well as anybody in the league. It's a looking past the Mixon. A 6 is there. He's going to get 4 yards, so he's got 14 to go. which puts him out of reliable short pass range. He's got to dig deep here. Six yards out from field goal range. It's immaterial right now. Needs 14 to keep things going. Sample back in the game here, where he brings not much in the way of receiving, but there's just not much receivers left. And I think he's in this blocking back just because he's out of receivers, doesn't have another one to go to. Sample may not even have a long, I'm sure he has a long of 14, but it is a low yardage card, I know that much. The blocking back formation gives the opportunity for two safeties to double. Plus the linebackers can do some doubling as well. Cincinnati did not accomplish its mission on third down of getting into short pass range. So now a short pass would take a pretty unlikely result. That 14 yards is also key because if you get a dump off on a 7, it's only 13 yards. So keep that in mind as well. Short pass sample. 3 men in zone. Got to find 14 yards. He's not guarded, so that 7 for 15 works on the defensive card. Here we go. Looking for sample. The throw. It's going to be a dump off. He needs a lot. He gets a short gain. He gets 19. 2 through 8 would get it, and 19 is there. No flags. First down to the... That would put him well into... Sorry, it wasn't 6 yards ago. It's 14 to go. Puts him into well into that 40-yard range of 2 through 7, 11, 12. And McPherson does not improve until the 22-yard line. So 2 through 7, 11, 12 is what it is here for a while. You get 13 yards, you get another bracket. Probably just trying to avoid the blitz here. Two timeouts, running is very much an option, though. Mixon is best in the off tackle to find that short gain. In the shotgun, it's not going to be a possibility. Sack avoidance seems to be of high priority here. Let's see if Jeff heeds that or takes some chances. Now, here's a linebacker to Mixon. He's keyed. So looking for the defensive card. Does not get it. No gain. On the right call, because the zone was not filled. 2nd and 10. There's no variable risk here either at the 35, so good to avoid a loss there for Cincinnati. 1 yard away from variable risk, knowing McPherson pulls out to the 40-yard line. Goes in a traditional blocking back now with Burrow under center. Cleveland moves to a 4-3 and is blitzing, of course. Got the run call from Cleveland last time around. Here's a flat pass. There are sack possibilities. And it's a short gain. 18 yards. And that's a big gain. Now that's going to put Cincinnati clear into 2 through 10 range. And they're going to go for the field goal here. 2 through 10. McPherson lines it up. An unlikely comeback win. Does it happen? Waiting for the formations to set. Here we go. McPherson 2 through 10. Good. And Cincinnati comes back and puts the AFC playoff race into a bit of pandemonium with the 38-37 win. What does it mean? I'd love to know. I'm not an expert. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to get on my phone here, see if I can get our fabled commissioner to see if he can give us a lowdown here. We'll do the best we can while we await the possibility of him joining us here. Let's see here. So, Browns were winning their in, according to Dan. If Browns or Jaguars right here win, no, that's not it. My head hurts with all the scenarios if Browns and Jaguars lose. Well, they didn't both lose. Jaguars won today. So that much we know. What happens if the Browns lose, though? That scenario, if Chiefs no, we don't have many scenarios with what happens to the Browns if they lose. Let's just see if we can do it the old-fashioned way. We'll check there. All right, so let's see. This should have it locked and loaded here with this loss for Cleveland, and it does. There's their 17th game is in, so now we'll go out to conference, take a look on the surface anyway. Okay, so Jaguars are in, we know, would be the, as of right now, the first wild card, and that seems to be locked in with this Cleveland loss. I guess with their win, they were going to get that no matter what. So Jacksonville's in. Now Cleveland falls to 7-9. 7-9-1. The Broncos have won. So they go to 8-9 and leapfrog Cleveland. They're in. Kansas City has lost at 7-10. The Raiders play tomorrow. They have an opportunity versus the Chargers tomorrow to also leapfrog Cleveland. The Steelers have a game upcoming against Baltimore, a meaningless game for Baltimore. A win would also put the Steelers in position. And then you have the Titans who face Houston. They also have a shot. If they all lose, wouldn't that be something? Then you'd have a mad rush at 7-10. Right. But we know we've already got, and this is for the last spot, because the first two spots seem to be secured by Jacksonville and Denver. If they all lose at 7-10, that would put Cleveland in. Okay, that would put Cleveland in at 7-9-1. Obviously, they get you ahead of all the 7-10 teams. Any of the 7-9 teams that win, however, no, Denver does not have that spot secured because, of course, they'd be in a tie with. Well, if one of them win, then that team and the Broncos advance. If more than one of them win, then you have tie breaks for that final wild card spot. Right. If they all lose, then Cleveland's in. That's what it looks like here, anyway. Don't hold me to it, but that's what we're facing. So that would mean effectively, if you lose, you're definitely out because you would fall behind Cleveland. That means Kansas City at this point would be eliminated. Cincinnati would be eliminated. Interesting year. KC, Cincinnati, and Buffalo. You know, the big three of the AFC. None of them will make the playoffs this year, if what I'm saying is accurate. And I believe it is. So, well, that'll wrap it up. Games really get going tomorrow. Obviously, all eyes on Raiders Chargers. That one is tomorrow, I know. Steelers Baltimore. Do we have a time for that? Let's see here. Scroll through. Yes, that's also tomorrow. So The Raiders are at 8. The Ravens and Steelers are at 9. And then we're looking for the Titans. Have they been scheduled yet? Tennessee's matchup versus Houston. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Just going to take a stroll through here. Nope, does not look like that one has been scheduled as of yet. Okay. That'll conclude the broadcast. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again soon as we near the playoffs. I'll be playing tomorrow night, so I won't be able to broadcast. Maybe pop in after my game. We'll see how it goes, if it makes sense, but can't say for sure. In any event, I'm sure we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.